welcome back. So it has been a week for me and I am so tired, but I'm so excited to be here with you guys. So today we're gonna do a nice refreshed look. So it's gonna be much more natural. It is definitely, let me turn this a little bit. Okay. So we are doing a nice refreshed look that's gonna be very, very natural, but still make your face look nice and bright and youthful. And I really hope that it is a great addition to your normal makeup routine, because we are all coming up where school is gonna start piling up and work is piling up and family and everything else, because by the time we know it, we're in Halloween, we're in Thanksgiving, we're in Christmas, and it all just starts to pile. So this is a great look to have, so you look like it's not getting to you, and that you look so refreshed and so amazing, and that your skin is so flawless. So let's get started.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Coola Daydream Mineral Primer, and we're just going to put that all over this nice, beautiful, clean face. Okay, so then I'm going to follow it up with the LA Girl Pro Conceal Yellow Corrector. I want to put this all in my under eye just to neutralize the dark circles before I begin putting on my foundation. So it should help completely create a nice even base. Okay, so we are all blended out, and now I'm going to follow it up with my Nars foundation. This is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. And like I always do, I dab it into my skin first before I take a flat top brush and blend it fully out. As usual, before I begin to blend, I always spray down my brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray, just to make it so much easier to blend the foundation out and spread it out throughout my face and leave a nice semi creaminess to it before it dries matte. Okay, so we are all blended out, and now we are ready for the wonderful thick concealer by Tarte. This is the Creaseless concealer in some kind of medium. I'm going to take a little bit on my middle finger, and I'm going to spread it to my other middle finger, and I'm just going to begin to dab it right underneath my under eye. Just get right up in there, just patting very lightly over and over, making sure that it's nice and in the skin and nice and blended out. I'm just going to continue doing this until it's not so chunky and it looks a little bit more spread out. Then I'll follow it up with my beauty blender. Okay, and we are done. Look at that brightness. Doesn't it look fantastic? So now to set it all, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder, and this is in Natural Beige. So just all over the face, just give it a nice little powderness to set it all together and create a nice, beautiful, flawless look. All right, look at that flawlessness. Doesn't it look so angel-like? While I pick my nose. All right, so now it is time for our eyeshadow primer, and this one's by Urban Decay. So we're going to take a little bit again on the middle finger and spread it out to the other finger and just lightly dab on the eyelid, making sure to spread it in. And even if you can, take it up a little bit to your brow. Not too much, but just a little bit. Okay, so I am taking the Shadow Bear from the palette Pati Dubroff, and with a nice little flat brush, I'm just going to pack it in and spread it all over my eyelid. So don't be afraid, be very generous with it and take it all the way up to the brow. So I want to talk really quick about this wonderful palette that I am taking this shade from. It is incredible. So if you guys have a Costco membership, I highly recommend buying this. It is literally only $19 and it has such beautiful neutral shades. I would say it's very, very close to being much like the Urban Decay without the price point and a few shades less, but nonetheless, absolutely beautiful. All right, and we're gonna take this shade to our lower eyelid. So again, don't be afraid to be generous with it. This is again all about the refreshed and bright look. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit, making sure everything looks great. Now I'm gonna go in with the Crown Pro Fuego Palette, and I'm taking the gorgeous shimmery cream shadow, and with a flat brush, just taking and packing it in. Again, go generous with it, really get it all over the eyelid and lower lid. Okay, so I'm going to use a small little smudge brush after I clean it off. And I'm going to go back to the Crown palette and I'm going to take this nice matte light brown. And I'm going to actually work it into the crease of my eye, just a little bit to add a little bit of definition. And then I'm gonna follow it up with a nice blending brush just to make sure that it's fully blended and it looks completely natural, like we have that kind of definition. Now that the eyes are done, now it's time for brows. So I'm gonna use the Chella, I believe it's Chella Beauty, and this is the Tantalizing Taupe Brow Cream. We're gonna make sure to brush out our brows first before we add this in. So again, I was really impressed with it. It has a very natural finish. You just use the brush and put it into the dip, and you just apply it and just kind of brush it into and work it into your brows, making them nice and full, and just kind of sort of lengthening them without being too over dramatic. Okay, so my brows are all perfect and done. Now it's time for blush. I'm going to go in with a highlighter tapered brush, and I'm using the Estee Lauder Signature blush in Radiant Peach. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I will be adding this not only to the apples of my cheek, but I will also be kind of brushing it against my nose and a little bit on my forehead and chin. Again, the point is to make this look very natural and glowy, and of course some of us get a little peachy sometimes. Alright, so now it's time for our lashes. So I'm starting with the Benefits They're Real primer. I love to use this because it fully extends my lashes and gets them nice and lengthened and coated before I move on to the actual mascaras that I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to follow the primer up with the Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This is by Wonder Beauty, and I actually received this in my BoxyCharm, and I fell in love with it right away. So the brush is actually curved, which is perfect for doing your upper lashes and lower lashes and really getting them nice and brushed out and looking nice and full and beautiful. Alright, lashes are done, and now for our final step. So I am using the Tarte Lip Surgence lip gloss in Blissful, of course. And this is going to be our lip product for the day. So I really love this. It really stays on nicely. You can feel a little tingle in your lips as it plumps them up a little bit.
Looks like we are complete. So you can tell it's so natural. It's a nice, very youthful look, which is appropriate for any age. I would say that if you are slightly wiser, avoid the powder situation. Just keep it just like that. It will look so much better, and it will prevent any of the powder like settling into your lines. We all have them. I know I have them all right here. It's just, it's a natural part of growing up. So definitely that would be my only alteration. Obviously you could make this look much more closer to your own uniqueness. My focus is obviously in the bright. I want to hide the dark circles. I want to look like I have slept more than 4 hours in a week. And this is a great look that is appropriate for any situation. It's good for work, it's good for school, it's just good for everyday running around errands, taking care of the kids, just whatever you have going on in your life, it's perfect. It makes you look so refreshed and it's so easy to accomplish, as you can tell. Definitely super easy to accomplish. It's not harsh on the skin, which I love because, you know, it doesn't require tons and tons of products. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. Also, recommendation time. I highly suggest getting the MAC Fix Plus spray. Super awesome. As you can tell, I've used it every single time to spray it on my brushes. Sometimes I spray it on my beauty blender to keep it damp. You can finish up with spraying on your face, just as so. And it's just a nice like little spritz to kind of refresh the skin, bring some hydration. I really enjoy it, and they've really expanded this entire line. I mean, at first it was only the original, and now they've had scented sprays. They have sprays that help bring a little bit of shimmer to your face. They have some that are very great for mattifying, just shake it up to stir up the ingredients. And yeah, I am definitely 5 stars for me on this one. I highly recommend getting it. Definitely get it. It's gonna become useful in your everyday life. Again, it's one of those things that just a quick little mist just to refresh you. I mean, we're still in these hot summer days. I mean, I know here in the South, definitely. And then being in Miami almost all year round, it is always warm. So this is so great to have. Highly recommend it. Again, I hope you really enjoyed this look. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I love your feedback at the bottom. Please, I love it. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what I can improve on. Always for it. And then don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Themakeupphase. Bye, loves.